Oh, somebody else came in. Hello.
Hello.
She's probably setting up. Hello. I don't know who, I can't see who that is.
It's Linda. I think it probably said iPad 6 again.
Hi, Linda. Oh, you're fine. I'm going to go ahead and mute you and go ahead and get started. Are you set up?
Yes.
You got your yoga mat? Okay, we'll go ahead and get started.
Okay.
And we're going to start seated today. And I've got some music in the background. I'm going to turn it up just a little. If it's too loud, then it seems to, people can't always hear as well, but hopefully you can hear a little bit. So this is San, and this is our gentle yoga. It's November the 8th, and we've got one more session next week, and then I'll be on break for a while. So let's just come into a comfortable position, palms up or down. Letting the attention come to the breath. And you can either close your eyes or gaze down softly. Let's just gently rock forward and back just a little bit. And notice where there's any tension in your body. Just go ahead and keep rocking easily back and forth. See if you can synchronize the movement with the breath. Notice the quality of the breath. You may not be able to hear the music. Notice where there's any tension in the body. Flip the hands over so they're palms down, and we're going to just rock gently side to side. Letting the attention be in the waist. So notice right side and left side. Synchronizing breath. Notice if you have a tendency to hold your breath. Engage the head, so just a little bit, teeny bit, dropping the head. Sitting tall, lifting through the crown, opening the heart, grounding through the sits bones. The attention come to the base of the spine. See if you can lift taller. Imagine you have a string of pearls, and we're just lifting. And coming to stillness. Let's flip the hands back up, reaching palms forward and out to the side, lifting palms up, just reaching back. You can sit back just a bit on your tailbone without flipping over. And coming forward, giving yourself a hug, dropping. And breathing here. Letting the exhale. You can go ahead and open the mouth. Releasing through the back of the neck. And slowly coming back up, opening the hands, leaning back. Just so you can feel a bit of tension, letting your attention rest, awareness come to the belly button. You might feel your stomach muscles contracting. And let's just come forward, wrap the hands, flip them the other way. And leaning forward, only as far as comfortable for you, and just resting here, dropping the head. Long, deep breath, exhaling, releasing through the mouth. And coming forward, coming back up. Dropping one hand to the side, reaching the other hand up, straight elbow, and dropping over. You can let yourself come down and rest on that supporting elbow. Try to keep the arms straight, pointing fingers. Should feel that through your, I don't know which side. I'm stretching through my right side, whichever side you've got forward, doesn't matter. Notice that stretch. We're going to hold a little bit. Just a tip about yoga poses. We want to put the effort into coming into the pose, and then we want to hold it till we can just relax into it. And release, slowly come forward, dropping the hand. Other hand comes up, reaching forward, dropping down onto the supporting elbow, keeping that extended arm as straight as possible, as if you're trying to shoot fire out of your fingertips. Putting the effort coming into the pose and then just relaxing into it. Easy breath. And coming center. I've got my right hand, we put it on my left knee. Left arm comes behind and lift. Gentle twist, just starting out. As you inhale, lift the spine as you exhale. Just see if you can twist a little bit without forcing. Elbows should be straight. Both arms are straight. So if they're bent, if that front arm's bent, then just drop your hand over your knee, depending on how long our arms are. And coming center, switch sides. Noticing the difference one side to the other. And coming center. Palms up. Take a few breaths here, just settling into the pose. Noticing your body. And let's scoot back, extending the legs, staff position, pressing down with the backs of the legs, flexing the toes, an L shape with the body. So even with this, the effort coming into the pose, and once you're there, relaxing into it. If you can find that place where you can shift from effort to some ease. And release, point and flex. Just wiggle the toes side to side, kick out the legs. And let's swing around on all fours. Do a little bit more prep here, and then we'll go into our Kriya that we've been working on. So with this one, I'd like us to focus today on noticing that shift, finding the effort coming into the pose and then easing and relaxing into it. So with tabletop, we've got the wrists, shoulders, and elbows lined up. Fingers are splayed comfortably, whatever works for you. Even with this one, making the effort to come into the pose, engaging the arms, chest muscles, abdominal muscles, glutes, and then finding that place where you can relax into it without losing the pose. So we're not going to just drop down. So making that effort to come into the pose, then coming back to the breath, finding that ease. And let's extending. I've got my left hand and right leg behind. Finding the balance again, the effort coming into the pose and then being able to drop into it and relax without losing the strength. Eyes are gazing at the mat. Fingers and toes are pointing. And release. Notice the difference between each side before we flip to the other side. And extending right arm, unless you did it the other way, left leg, bringing that effort coming into the pose. Contracting the abdominal muscles, pointing fingers and toes. Back of the neck is soft, gazing at the mat. Might find you can straighten a little bit more, reach a little bit more as you drop into it. And release. Come back onto all fours, exhaling back into extended child. So dropping onto your thighs, dropping the head, reaching, walking the fingers forward. You guys keep your head down. I'm going to lift it up and come closer so you can hear me. Extending the fingers, reaching as far as you can. Even here, finding the effort. Notice where you feel this. I feel it in my sides, my lats, a little bit in my calves, arms reaching. Easy breath. Long, easy breath. Full breath. Come into Ujjayi breath anytime you want to. A constriction in the back of the throat. Adds a little more to help engage the parathyroid system, that relaxation response. Now let's walk the hands over to the left and drop your head. Reach. So I'm reaching to the left side. I feel this in my right arm. If you went right, then you're going to feel it in your left arm. And let's come center. Before we switch to the other side, notice the difference between the two sides of the body. And then walk over. I'm going to my right side. And coming center. So let's go ahead and extend the legs behind you, drop onto your belly. And we haven't done this one for a while. You might have to watch me first. You're going to reach your hands behind you as far as you can on your upper back. And then you can drop your head, and it's just as if you were giving yourself a pat on the back. This one, I feel it in my triceps. Listening to your body. Don't go any further than what is a good stretch. Finding that effort again and then coming into ease. Ujjayi breath is always fine. And release. Come back onto all fours. While we're here, we'll just do a thread the needle. So right arm comes up, reaching up and over, sliding it through, resting on the side of your face. My left arm, or if you're extending with your right, drops either up or it can rest on the palm of the bottom hand, or you drape it over your waist. This one's a pretty gentle pose, but if you have issues with your shoulders, then you want to take it easy, not go quite so far. And let's slide back down. Bring that right arm back up and down. Noticing the difference between sides. I gotta watch my shirt here, don't I? So left arm comes up and reaches, slides through, resting on the ground. Your left side, your face is on the ground. Right hand comes up. It can either rest on the palm of the other hand, or you can drape it over your back. And let's release, slipping the arm up, coming down. Let's curl the toes. I think everybody knows this. I know you two do, but I don't know if when I record it, who else is going to watch. So we're going to push up on the toes, coming into downward facing dog. Your palms are splayed. You can bicycle your heels if they don't quite go down. If they go down very easily and you want a little more effort, then you can walk them up. So the calves muscles get stretched a little more. Letting the head just rest. If this is an effort, you can always just go to bicycle for those who are new to this. Or you can always come down on all fours and rest in child's pose. Now I'm going to turn, you guys stay where you are. I'm going to turn around because we're going to go from here. Let's bring that right foot up, reaching, and then stepping forward. You can help it if you need to between the front hands. We're going to come into our warrior pose from here. So warrior feet coming up. You can give yourself some help if you need to. If you want a little wider stance, go ahead and take that. I'm going to come back a little so you can, well, can't see my head now, can you? So squaring the hips and extending the arms. Eyes look forward. Really extend the arms. Palms are facing one another. You want to straighten those elbows. So feel this in the back hip. And let's drop into warrior two, extending I've got my right leg forward, my right arm. Eyes are gazing forward over the front hand, the fingers, as if you had a spear. Let your attention rest in your little toes. Notice those toes gripping. They help us with balance, our toes. And let's drop back, reverse warrior. Eyes gaze on this one as well. Coming back briefly into warrior two, dropping the front arm, and arching the fingers. And get back so you can see me. Arching the front hand or the back hand over your head and just resting the forearm on your front bent knee. I know you two know this one. Nice stretch through the body sideways. And we're going to come back into warrior two again. And we'll just windmill the arm down, bending the front knee and then straightening that front knee. And we'll step back into downward facing dog. We'll do that on the other side. This is kind of our warm up today. So bring the left foot up, straighten the leg, point the toe, feel it in the hip. Bring that foot forward. You can help it if you need to. Coming into warrior feet. And then coming up. If you need to, you can use your hand to help you come up. I'm on carpet and this wobbles. Coming into full warrior one. Hips squared to the front, looks good. Arms reaching. See if you can straighten those arms a little bit more, really reaching. Feel the difference? Again, the effort coming into the pose. And warrior two. Might need to shift a little. The attention come again to the little toes supporting, looking over that front hand, lifting tall through the crown. The effort be coming into the pose and then relaxing into it. Your body knows how to do that. And reverse warrior. See, did I arch? No, I did over the front. I did angle. Sorry, never mind. Talking to myself. So reverse warrior here. Eyes can gaze to the side or forward. Notice what your body wants and needs tonight. And warrior two, revisiting. And here we drop the front hand, come into that angle pose. Arching the back arm over the head. Should be lined up pretty much with the ear. And warrior two, revisiting the pose. You guys don't have to move, but I'm sliding. And windmilling the hands forward, one on each side. Straighten that front leg. And come down onto downward facing dog. Again, bicycling the heels. And pushing forward onto all fours. And coming into seated. So we'll start our Kriya here. Both of you have been through the whole thing with me, I think, the Kriya. So we'll do it tonight. It really only takes about 10 minutes to do this Kriya once you know it. And once you do feel comfortable with it, using Ujjayi breath, closing your eyes, it's a wonderful flow pose, and it has a lot of health benefits supposed to be. So we're sitting tall, coming to normal breath. And noticing what your body is telling you right this minute. where you have ease and where there's some tension. So without moving, see if you can just kind of mentally go to any places where there's tension and tightens and breathe into it. It might be softening in the shoulder or the jaw. Might be releasing through the fingers or hands, even the feet. Let's come into our ujjayi breath. So the constriction at the back of the throat, mouth closed. That foggy breath sound or theater whisper exhale, keeping the mouth closed, still throat constricted. Only the throat. So notice if you tighten up other places when you do that. See if you can soften and just focus on the throat. We're going to go ahead and start the Kriya. Inhaling back, ujjayi breath. Exhaling forward. Start rotating to the right side using ujjayi breath, coming up, inhale, halfway around, and exhale. Really releasing as you drop down, releasing the neck one more time. This direction. We'll switch. Listen your abdominal muscles. Last time. And gently rolling the body up. We're going to come around onto all fours. You can rest your head, forehead on the mat or your chin. Arms come beside you, palms up. Gonna lift the right arm, right leg, pointing the toe. Keep the back of the hand pressed down into the mat. Ujjayi breath. Coming into the pose with effort. And finding that ease. You can sort of just relax into it. And release. Notice the difference between the right and left side. Inhale. Left leg comes up, pointing the toe, really stretching as if you're trying to extend through your hip bone. Ujjayi breath. Eyes closed, if you're comfortable. And release. And release into the mat. Bring the thumb tucked into your fist and curling your fingers over it. Bring the fist under the groin of each leg. Your shoulders and your arms close to your body. Inhaling, exhaling, and inhale up. And Ujjayi breath, hold, pointing. And release. Bring your hands out. Arms come next to your chest. Hands are lined up with the nipples. Inhale up, baby cobra. Eyes gaze at the mat. Ujjayi breath, or you can close the eyes. And releasing down. Extending the arms in front of you. Super person. Legs and feet come up as if you're flying. Ujjayi breath. And release down. And sideways again. We come into our bow pose. And I know some people have struggled with this one. It is a little difficult at first. At least by next week for our last time, I'm going to try to find a better adaptation. But for now, if you can't do it, you can't grab your ankles or toes, think about just coming up, bringing the arms, palms up, pointed back, and bring the thighs off the mat. But if you can, grabbing ankles and lifting up. Effort coming into the pose, then finding that ease. Ujjayi breath. And releasing down. Alligator, my favorite. I can come up so you can see me. So we're just resting on our forearms, one next to the other, dropping side of your face, right side, sliding, bending the right leg, bringing that right toe just next to your, above your left knee. Normal breath here. We kind of come over on our backs. What's the best way to see me? I guess this way. So we're going to come up into boat pose. And for those of you that are new to boat pose, now the two of you can do it. You can just, if you want to extend your legs, arms to the side. Relax the shoulders and the jaw. For people that need a little support, it's fine to bend the knee a little bit and support your legs back here. Ujjayi breath. And release. Come onto your back. I'm going to try it this way because I think you might be able to hear me better. So extending the legs, bringing the right leg in. This is our half Apanasana or wind relieving pose. Bringing the knee towards your nose. And if you can, nose towards your knee. You can always have the option of keeping your head down if it bothers your neck. I'm going to try to keep that leg straight. So if your leg's turning out, might be telling you something. And ujjayi breath. And release. Left leg, nose to knee. Relax the arms, relax the jaw. And release. Bring both knees up. Alpanasana. Try to put your nose, try to get your nose between your knees or move in that direction. And release. Drop the head, keep the knees bent. You can rock side to side. So we're going to come into either shoulder stand if you know it, or shoulder stand prep. Shoulder stand prep is just bringing the legs up, palms rest by your side. So those of you, if you know shoulder stand, we're going to go ahead and come up into shoulder stand or shoulder stand prep. Point the toes, keep the legs straight if you're in shoulder stand, or even if you're in prep. And ujjayi breath. That cat wants some attention. And slowly come down, bring your knees towards you, gently roll back down, one vertebrae at a time. And extend the legs. Not sure you can see me. Yeah, we're still down on the mat. Bring that right leg up, bring the right toe just above the left knee. Grab your right knee with your left hand. Right hand is extended out with the palm up, eyes turn towards the right, or head turns towards the right. Ujjayi breath. This dancing Shiva. Another twist. And release. And bring the left leg up. Left toe drops just above the right knee. Right hand grabs your left knee, pulls it over to the right, and your left hand is extended, palm up, and your head turns to the left. You can look left, or you can look at the ceiling if that bothers your neck. And ujjayi breath. And release. So briefly come into Shavasana. Just let the arms come out to the side, palms up, legs just can flop open. Take a few normal breaths here. And notice what you're feeling in your body. Now let's bend that left knee, cross it over your right, push over to your right side, and we'll come to seated. So take your time. And I don't know, Linda, are you still with us? I can't see you, but I'm assuming you're still there and you didn't go to sleep. So bring
Put
your
it down on the floor.
once you get down, you want to just stay, don't you? So bringing that left knee under your right hip as much as you can. Right leg crosses over to our twist. And then you can grab the knee. Right arm comes behind. And if you have it and want to do it, you can bring that left arm just below the knee, either hand extended or in a mudra, or you can bring it up. Inhaling, lifting, exhaling, twisting, ujjayi breath. Making the effort and then noticing the ease. We're almost done. And release. And let's switch sides. Right leg comes under, left leg over. You can cradle that left knee in your right crook of your right arm. Or you can bring it up and extend and inhale and exhale. We have both hips on the mat here. And gently release. Back to center and notice. Bring the index fingers and into temple pose. Inhaling up. Elbows next to ear. You want to keep in temple pose. Yeah, there you go. So really reaching through the fingertips if you can. Straighten the elbows. Ujjayi breath. Nice. You both look great. And release. Bring the thumb into the right hand thumb into your below your fingertips, and we're going to reach behind. Grab that right hand with your left. Inhaling up, slide back, bend, and exhale. Normal breath here, just allowing yourself to release fully into this pose. And let's come up, release the hands. Now you can go into Shavasana. I'm going to do our yoga nidra. We do have time for that tonight. If you prefer to sit up, that's fine. Or you can lay down and come into Shavasana, just resting on your mat, arms and legs extended. But if you're gonna sit, you want to find a comfortable position, so not that you have to strain. If you're in Shavasana, releasing into the mat. Come into some easy Ujjayi breath or long, deep breathing. And let the breath come back to normal. Let's sitting comfortably. Let's close the eyes. And notice any noises in your room. Inside or outside. Be a clock ticking or voices, or simply your own breath. Become in harmony with your environment. Take a deep breath in and let it go. Notice the physical sensations in your body. Your body is a gift from the Creator, from God, given in love. Honor and respect your body. Letting your attention come to your feet. Lower legs. Knees. Thighs and hips. Your abdomen. Your stomach. Your chest. Your shoulders. Upper arms. Elbows. Lower arms. Hands and fingers. Throat and neck. Back of the head. Top of the head. The face. The whole body. The whole body. Take a deep breath in and let it go. letting your attention come to your thoughts, whether good thoughts or bad thoughts, just let them be. Be in harmony with your thoughts. Take a deep breath in and let it go. Become aware of your feelings, whether pleasant or unpleasant. Just let them be there. Be in harmony with your feelings. You are peace and love. Become aware of your feelings. Become aware of your thoughts. Become aware of physical sensations in your body. Become aware of your environment. Take a deep breath in and let it go. Take another deep breath in and let it go. Notice your breathing. Notice your body lying or sitting on the floor. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes at your own speed. So if you're muted, you might go ahead and unmute yourself when you get a chance. I'm not sure if you're muted or not. Nope, maybe not. So how are you feeling?
Very relaxed.
Relaxed, great.
Good. You know, I didn't notice, but I saw Linda Vanderplum was in my waiting room, but I didn't notice her till we were doing the yoga nidra, and I let her in. She must have saw we were done and clicked off. So you're feeling very relaxed, yes?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right, well, next week's the last one for a while. I hope you can make it. It's the same Zoom link, but I do try to send it out earlier. Thank you, Jeannie, for reminding me tonight. I had a busy day and I almost forgot to send it out again.
Well, if I didn't get one, I was going to try last week's anyway.
Yeah, but I like to send it out and remind people. Okay, well, it was good to see both of you. I'll see you next week.
Okay,
Yes,
you.
I look forward to it every week. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Do, and I can keep my brain together to remember.
I know. Well, namaste.
Yeah.
Namaste.